The pills. Kitty told me these would help. Okay, so I guess we got our pills. I'm coming, Mr. Midnight. What the f— What the f is going on? Oh, this is gonna destroy me, this game. Hello, and welcome to Therapist Plays Fran Bow. All right, this game has been one of the most recommended for us to check out on the channel, so I'm pretty excited to start it. And I very much appreciate the disclaimer we get before the game even starts, because that means I will not be tricked into playing another secret depression game. Thankfully, this one is very upfront about its heavy themes of mental health. Looks like there is a variety of potentially disturbing imagery and subjects covered. But I really appreciate the second part. It says, these themes are presented through the creative thinking of Fran, a young child who undergoes trauma. The game is sprinkled with fantasy, innocence, and her endless curiosity. However, it may still be distressing to some players. Player discretion advised. To me, that says that although some of the content might be disturbing, like it's going to be handled with care, and that things are framed through the lens of trauma, specifically a child's trauma. So whatever we find in this game, you can trust that I will also treat it with that same level of respect. So with that out of the way, let's dive in. It's immediately setting an atmosphere here. I do see that there's a cat, so really things can't be that bad. Cat is always a good sign, and some substances. Oh, and look at that, my own cat makes an appearance. We are safe from the trauma. Looks like we've got Fran here, and she's well, she's already quite curious about where we're directing our attention. Very interesting, the styling and aesthetic here. It's like kind of dark fantasy and maybe even a little old school with this like brooch and timepiece. Okay, kitty, are you ready? Things might get dark. Everything's fine. Feels like heaven. I see my parents. They look happy. They have a present for me. I wonder. It's a cat! So sweet and pretty. Look, it's a cat! Dark as the deepest night. It's Mr. Midnight. Oh, I love Mr. Midnight. My best friend. My only friend. Oh. We're having dinner, and I see Aunt Grace, too. I really like her a lot. It's Friday. My parents are going out. Aunt Grace takes good care of me. Ugh, something awful is gonna happen. We're having so much fun. Ow. It's Monday night. I'm playing with Mr. Midnight. But something feels real bad. Oh. A strange creature outside my window. I don't like it. It scares me. Suddenly I hear something. It's Mom, screaming. I want to know what's wrong. A bright light shines from my parents' room. I go closer. And closer. Mom? Dad? Please don't. Oh my God. Oh, it's... Oh, Mr. Midnight. Protecting us. Jesus. Where's our aunt? Wasn't she there? Who the fuck is that? I'm so protective of little Fran already. Fran, please, follow my voice. On the count of 3, you will wake up. 1, 2. 3. Jesus. I mean, I tried to prepare myself for a dark story, but I guess I'm just always surprised at how quickly it gets there. I mean, not only to lose her parents, for it to be so brutal. I mean, it looked like, I don't know, some sort of supernatural, like there was like a pentagram and blood and obviously like the demon goat thing. We're gonna need some context for this. Well, it looks like we're in some sort of psychotherapy office, which is either a good sign or a terrible sign. I say that because I don't know if I really like the vibe in this office. It's kind of scary. It's kind of a scary place to wake up. Looks like we've got a psychologist here or a therapist of some kind. And yeah, it's that same kind of old school vibe from the title. It was like a typewriter and some questionable decor. And it kind of looks like very Freudian psychotherapy setup. Like maybe they're doing hypnosis, sort of waking her from a dream. Which is why I'm leaning a little bit more towards like, maybe this isn't such a good thing, because if we're doing like old school psychology, that might be its own dark side of this narrative. Okay, let's see what Fran thinks. Fran, how do you feel? Okay, we get a choice. I feel like dying. Yeah, that's fucking real. I am immediately struck by how expressive she is as well. And she had very expressive eyes, even in like the simplistic style of her nightmares or visions or whatever. And her parents and the other people, like they had a little more typical, like kind of looking like the doctor here. So I wonder if that's kind of part of what the opening text was talking about, that some of the themes and the artistic representation are, well, they're part of how she sees the world. And I really wonder what she thinks of herself and everything that's happened. Well, we probably do feel like we're dying, but I don't know if I trust this man. I'm kind of scared, to be honest, so I'm going to be a little evasive. I'm fine, I guess. Just sad to see the same things. Sadness is something everybody has within. I want to go home. Yeah, probably. I want to find the killer. So I want to go home. Are we like living here? Oh, I don't like that. But this is interesting. I'm kind of curious what kind of reaction we get. I really want to know who killed my parents. The police are working on it. Nobody's doing anything. I'll find my cat. And the killer. The cat is missing. It would be impossible to get him back. What? Why would you say that to her? So, like I said, this is like old school psychology, so I don't expect them to be equipped with the same tool set as a modern clinician. And I don't think this is malicious or anything, this kind of statement. I mean, there was such a focus on rationale and not denying reality, and so he's probably trying to ground her in the truth in some ways, but here's what's not so great about this. We just learned something very important about Fran, something actually really deep about her character, which is that she just went through the worst event of her entire life and is at the most disempowered that she's probably ever felt. Finding her parents brutalized in her own home, waking up in this strange place, doesn't have her cat, like she's lost everything, so many points of safety, so many points of self, and yet one of the first things that we hear from her in this state of disempowerment is determination. I'll find the killer and my cat. Like she's drawing on some source of self-confidence and trying to respond to this tragedy in a way that puts things right. she may not have the capacity to find the killer and her cat. Like, that's not really the point. You don't need to shut her down, though, in this moment. Like, you want to capture that. Like, there may be a time to ground her in, look, maybe that's not really realistic, but it's not this moment. This exact moment when the person is drawing on an inner resource in a moment where we would expect them to have none. You want to capture that, and you want to uplift that. You don't want to minimize it, as the doctor is doing here. Or if not minimizing, he's kind of overlooking it, or maybe even dismissing it a bit. Don't tell the little girl that she's never going to get her cat back. Oh, it breaks my little heart. What I'd say to her instead is I'd probably ask her to tell me about her cat. You know, tell me about Mr. Midnight. I don't necessarily want to say like, oh, you're showing so much strength here, Fran, because then you could fall into like what feels like encouraging her down that line of thinking. But you don't have to be dismissive of it. But she wants to talk about the thing that's motivating her right now. And I would want to talk about that too, because it will help build a relationship of trust and genuine concern for the same things that she's concerned about. Like, she's evidently worried about getting out there and finding the killer and the cat, and my cat's like headbutting my camera right now. That's why it's moving a little bit. She's not really focused on her well-being, and it's our instinct to like refocus her to that and say like, let's work on, you know, what's sort of going on with you. But honestly, she probably would benefit a lot from just spending some time talking about why the cat is special to her, right? Just for right now, while she's still very shaken by what she's been through. There'll be time for the rest later. But now I have something for you, Fran. What is it? See the desk? There's a little package for you. It's from Aunt Grace. Take it. Oh, okay. Where is Aunt Grace? Like, she was the one watching us, wasn't she? This was my mother's purse. Open it. There's something inside. Ah, and because she's so expressive when she looks somber, it's very heartbreaking. Lost and found. Oh, what the heck is going on in this purse? This is Mom's purse, and it's got a spooky skeleton with a top hat. What looks like a demon, kind of similar actually to the demon that we saw in Fran's nightmare, and a piercing set of oculars staring right at us. That's great. That's very comforting from Mom. Why does she have this? Curious. What is this? Use on Grace's letter. Oh, even our like interaction thing is it's Fran's little orb, her eyeball. The aesthetic is like, in some ways, yeah, it's sort of disturbing, but I find it also kind of playful in a way. It's funny. Oh, okay, we've got some things we can do here. Can we use it? No. Examine. Dearest Fran, here's the purse you like so much. I thought you would like to have it. When I was thinking about you, I remembered that you like to examine objects and combine them with other things. So I hope you'll always keep this purse and give it and all the other things you find a good use. Never forget that creativity is absolutely the greatest gift you have. Love, Aunt Grace. That's very sweet. I also like that this is a sort of tutorial for how to use the game system. I don't like so much that my interaction icon here is a severed hand, which, yeah, is like kind of playful as a part of the game. But I mean, it was seeing her parents severed that I imagine that particular visual has left some serious emotional scarring. She's worried about you. Aunt Grace. I'm worried too, because I'm not crazy, and I'm still here. Stop it. You're out of control, young lady. Oh, shit. Yikes. Again, take note of what is Fran saying. I'm worried, I'm afraid, I'm not crazy, and I'm still here. I feel trapped. And she's trying to advocate for herself. And this is not the moment to tell someone, stop it. You're out of control, young lady, meaning I need to control you or you need to control yourself. Oh, this is going to be an interesting dialogue about like the failings of old psychology, which we are not entirely past either, by the way. Like, you actually do still see quite a bit of this, unfortunately, in the modern mental health field. But we will navigate that subject as we see more. I don't like this, though, this way of talking to her. It's not very therapeutic. Certainly not helping them form a bond of trust. So tired of all this. Can I leave now? Can I go to my room? Yes, you can leave. But before you do, it's time for your new medicine. What medicine? No more medicine. So we've been here a little while. If we've been, like, receiving some care. Kind of curious what she thinks about what she's gotten. I don't want to try more medicine. It's called duotine, and it will make you feel very relaxed. Nurse, we're ready. Anything new today, Dr. Dearn? Nothing, actually. Same visions as before. Oh, I see. Here, Fran, take your medicine. Yeah, not a great start to the therapeutic relationship as we're coming into it. This place is scary. She's not being treated very humanely, and she's being treated like she's the problem. They might see what she's doing here as sort of defiant, but like, who else is really protecting her at the moment other than herself? Do I have to take the scary medicine? Is there any way to like see what I can interact with? Oh, okay. So tab. Tab shows what my oculars spot. And it does not look like I can do anything besides take the medicine. Well, that's a shame. Jeez. I don't feel good. Yeah, write that down. Oh my... What the fuck? Never give her that again. What the fuck is that? Oh no. Take her back to her room. And nurse, don't let her take this ever. Yeah, okay, that's actually pretty reasonable. Jesus. Okay, I have a lot of feelings about this place. Oh, Fran. Beware. If you leave the house of madness, I will hunt you down, catch you, and bring you back to insanity. Mr. Midnight! Fran, wake up. The medicine will help you escape. I'll be waiting for you in the forest. I love you. I love you too, Mr. Midnight. I have to find you. Chapter 1. My sober day. Oh my god. Okay, there's so much going on. Why does Mr. Midnight want us to take this scary medicine that shows us horrific, bloody, gruesome images? And what is going on in this bedroom? Oh my god. Okay, this is a very interesting combination of things. Good thing they put a big scary clown in our bedroom. I'm sure that makes us feel very safe. I'm still here. Hideous place. I have to get out of here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to see in this room. So this is everything that we can kind of interact with. Let's check out this little carousel thing. Sweet, sweet melody. One more time. La la la. It does the same as before. Huh. It's literally just one toy in the room for the kid. Let's check out that spooky clown. I'll get your nose. I'll get it. Oh, she's so innocent, though, despite how horrific this is. Are you a happy clown? Can you make me laugh? I'm having a hard time laughing again. Ah! Oh! Oh, this is gonna destroy me, this game. Fran, so far, just hits on this very precise, sensitive point for me, which is a character who has what it seems like quite a rich inner world, a deep imagination, a very curious mind, someone resourceful and determined and self-driven, put in a situation where she is extremely restricted by bad faith psychologists. Like, this is like the perfect nightmare for me. But I hope we can help her in some way. Starting by getting the fuck out of here. Okay, so no reason to get in bed. What about this cabinet? Locked. Good reason to be curious. I have to agree. What do we think of that cross? Hopefully this won't fall on my head while I'm sleeping. Oh, she's scared of it. Interesting that she's scared of the cross, but not the clown. Got some papers here. Oh, these look like they're from us, maybe. Red and tiny, you are hiding from me. Fran, Mr. Midnight. Maybe those are the pills. I have to find Mr. Midnight. I have to find him now. I miss my kitty. He hides because he's afraid. He told me that the medicine would show me where he is. So, I'm very curious about that. Very curious because the medicine is it's probably not good for us, just based on my first impression. But if it helps me find Mr. Midnight, then I'm sure it's worth the cost. This is gonna be fucked up. I hate the monster. Okay, those are her sort of notes. What else we got here? Oh, this is like our case. Name, Fran Bow, Dagenhart, age 10. History. The patient was found near the Oswald Asylum. Oh, that explains a lot. We're at an asylum, showing signs of psychosis. The Bow Dagenhart family tragedy. Details omitted. Treatment. Dr. Marcel Dearn has tried different medications, and all have been canceled because of side effects. Documented July 25th, 1944. Okay. That's a very important piece of information here. So I think this game is smarter than just trying to show us how bad, treatment and psychology was in the olden days. Like, it'd be very easy to sort of just satirize that or go to the extremes of how misinformed we were about trauma and treatment and how lacking the humanistic component of psychology was. I think this game is smarter than that. And, well, the main reason for that is, like, yes, Dr. Dearn, like, I don't like the way he talks to Fran, really. He had some fumbles there in his session with her. But he did sort of rush to her side and, like, immediately say, don't give her this medicine as soon as he saw it to not be effective. And seems to be, like, I don't know, at least paying attention to the side effects enough to cancel medications if they're not working. And so I think this game is going to require us to treat it with a level of nuance. It's not going to be a story about characters that just do good things or just do bad things, or have good information or just have bad information. What we'll probably see is people with poor to decent, maybe even some good intentions, but with the wrong information, which is vastly out of date by today's standards. Most especially for how to treat trauma victims, and just people in general, to be honest. At least I hope so. I hope that it asks us to view these characters and the situation in more than just one dimension, like, look how bad it was. Because, like, you don't really need a professional's opinion to say that, like, this place sucks. And it's like, probably not where someone like Fran should be right now. And this is not how you should treat her. Like, you don't need my opinion for that. It's obvious. What I think I can provide instead is a more modern contrast to the trauma-informed perspective. We will see some horrific things that are obviously bad, and we may see moments of empathy brushing up against them. Like it will be potentially complicated. But that's not going to stop me from dunking on every bad psychological take or practice that I see. So let's find out just how bad this place is. Looks like we can do something with this as well. Oh, holy moly. Something fell. Oh, yeah. It would knock down the curtains. Oh, I guess I broke the curtains. Now I can look outside. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Tower defense. We have a crazy person for you called Fran. Or is it defense tower? I guess that's my way out. I don't think my head would fit through the window. Oh, what an awful place. What a truly awful place. Oh, it looks like I have to click on this orb in the corner here to sort of look around. Oh, I guess we're not like in our bedroom really. This is sort of a wing of the facility. What is this? Oh, Fran, you're awake. Good. How long was I asleep? 3 days, maybe. Was it the medicine that made me sleepy? Yes, it was the medicine. That's why you're not taking it again. Something happened, yeah. I wonder if she told them what she saw. I guess she wouldn't have a chance to because she's been asleep. Something happened. See? You're nothing but trouble. What? What did she do? What is it? Oh, she's talking about the curtains. Okay, well, maybe I don't want to tell her that I broke the curtains. Nothing. I didn't do anything. I don't trust this lady. She's very mean to me, telling me I'm nothing but trouble. Look how graceful she is. She's so peaceful. Okay, there's a couple things we can check out in here, though. What's on the desk? Oh, I want to know what she's writing. I'm curious. I love her curiosity. She's so greedy with her curiosity. Empty bottle, empty glasses. Nothing useful. Don't need towels. Okay. I also love how she's getting displeased with us for pointing her to those towels. Well, she doesn't need them, guys. Okay, what about this window? The playground. Good night, trees and moon. I like the bunny swing thingy. It makes me dizzy. I'm pretty sure the playground isn't a good escape route. Okay, well, at least she gets to go outside and play. Okay, what about this window? Okay. Maybe somebody already tried jumping through this window. Not so easy to see through this. So she's also not just curious, but she's got some deduction skills. I like that. What about this ominous wheelchair that's sitting here? My legs are just fine. I'm not disabled. Okay. So, I think that's it. What about on this side? Oh, there's another kid in here. He looks pretty scared. Let's talk to him. Hello, Phil. Her little curtsy. She's so polite. Hello. How are you? Everybody says that I'm sick. I have to go find Kitty now. Bye. Well, I want to keep talking to him. They always say that. They're just stupid. Are you leaving tonight? I will, if you help me. The only thing I know is that the office is the key. Key? Is there a key inside the office? I saw the doctor write a secret code. A secret code? To open the yellow door. He doesn't want me to tell you. Who? Him. Who? What? What's happening? What the fuck is that? All doors are closed. You're a prisoner of my games. No one will help you escape. What the fuck? So this demon thing is sort of really following us around. Okay. What was that? Mommy, Daddy, I need you so much right now. No, I won't let that monster stop me. See how important it is for her own recovery in moments of distress to draw on that self-determination. as a clinician, like that is, look, if you just want to make your job harder, you'll do dumb shit like scold her in a moment of fear or avoidance. And well, if you want to have an easier time working with someone who's gone through something like Fran and you want her to get better, then you want to be attentive to things like we just saw. One of the most important questions, if not the most important question to understand about a person is, how do they manage to overcome difficult things? Okay, because the path to restoring whatever is damaged in the psyche, in the body, in the brain, whatever, is answered by that question. How do you manage to overcome difficult things? It's identifying the traits of resilience. And one of the things that Fran does is when she is scared, she looks inward, reminds herself of what the goal is and why she's searching for it, and takes no compromise for it. Like, that does not make her less scared of the spooky demon creature or her environment. It doesn't cure her of a mental illness. What it does is it helps her manage to overcome a difficult thing. And that is the source of resilience and human strength. So you want to capture that. You want to make sure that Fran knows that she does this, because we all have things that we do that help us overcome difficult things, but we don't usually discover them naturally or reflect on them in a way that makes them usable in other contexts. Fran just showed us what is called a SRR, or a specific resistance resource. And that's a trait or a set of behaviors that someone possesses that has a specific use, right? It works in a specific context. When I feel like I am stuck in this facility and I'm overwhelmed, like I remind myself of the goal. It's a resource that helps her resist the discomfort of her situation, and it is specific, right? It's so far something that applies to this circumstance, this hopefully temporary situation that she's in. And really, everyone has dozens, if not hundreds of these. We just don't really know about them, and we don't know exactly how much they help in certain cases. And one of the most profoundly healing things that you can do for someone is help them realize that they have these, and also have the capacity to develop them further, discover new ones, but also turn them into what's called a GRR, which is a general resistance resource. Which means that this skill or this trait or this set of behaviors that helps us manage an overwhelming situation or event can become something that is not just what we use in a specific context, but in many contexts. Because that becomes the key to not just surviving a circumstance, but to surviving life. A very simple example that always sticks out to me is I was working with someone who struggled with social anxiety and, like, most especially being out in public. There's a fear of people paying attention to what they were doing, and it made them avoidant of going to different places, and especially like going to the gym, where there was a lot of fear of like being judged for, what they were doing or their appearance or whatever. And the Dr. Deern approach would have been to just try to bludgeon the person with logic and say, those people aren't paying attention to you. You don't have to worry about them. Like he said to Fran, the police are looking into it. Don't worry about your cat. You'll never see him again. Like crazy. It's about as useless as telling someone, like, don't worry about those people. They're not paying attention to you. That's like maybe what your friends would tell you. But if you're a therapist, or you're trying to help someone see the better in themselves, you want to look for some of these, okay? I asked this person, when you're out in public, what's the level of intensity of like that anxiety, that being perceived and judged? Let's say maybe it's a 9, okay? It's out of 10, it's really intense. Is there anything that you do or any moment where it's more manageable? And we don't always know right away, so you have to do a little bit of exploring, asking some follow-up questions. Maybe like, was there a place that you went recently where you didn't notice or think that much about the anxiety and like what was going on? What we discovered was that on this day where this frequently distressing scenario was more manageable, the person was wearing sunglasses. They flipped their sunglasses down and they said, yeah, that actually brought me from a 9 to like a 6. A 9 to a 6. So 3 subjective points of intensity. And I said, why did that make you feel better? How did that make that more manageable for you, putting sunglasses on? Well, I just felt like people weren't looking at me as much. You know, I felt a little more protected or like invisible in some way. Like maybe it was just the aspect of not making eye contact with people. Like it was like a shield for them, a very small shield, but it brought them measurable comfort, okay? That is a specific resistance resource. It's something that worked for them in that context. And once you identify it, those distressing situations become a lot more manageable and predictable and something that you can prepare to go in with your resistance resource, right? Always bring your sunglasses if you're going out in public. And the benefits of this may actually increase. Like it may, do more as you sort of develop that as an intentional skill set and not just something you accidentally did once. So, okay, we found an SRR. That's amazing. Like this common upsetting situation you're in, we can make it more manageable. Now, how do you turn that into a GRR? Well, you want to try to understand why it caused such a measurable difference for the person, and then say, okay, in different contexts, maybe instead of like being out in public, but maybe when you have to do public speaking or you have to have a difficult conversation with someone, like it's not that you're going to have sunglasses on and now it's a GRR because you use it everywhere, but like you have to find something comparable. You have to distill and deconstruct what putting the sunglasses on represented for the person in terms of comfort, and make it more than just about like the eyewear, but what is the person themselves doing? What inner resources there? Can you then apply that in a variety of different contexts and come up with something that makes you feel more confident going into the world and having known resources with evidence, personal evidence that they work? When you do it this way, it's measurable because the person has sort of defined what their scale of comfort is, and it's very personalized. It's not just template like, oh, you're so strong, and you deal so well with this. It's like, but that specific person has this specific skill that they can then generalize to other things. And like, that's a very simple example, the sunglasses thing. We would need a lot more complicated things and a greater variety of them for working with Fran's trauma and Phil's. I'm imagining he has it if he's here. But that's like what my mind would be focused on working with these kids or anyone, instead of telling them to like, shut up, you're making a fuss, take your medicine and stop complaining, okay? Everything is gonna work out the way that I have planned it for you. Like, it's just a bit ridiculous. Okay, let's take a look around this room and see what we've got. I've got a nice little teddy bear that's very adorable. I hope someone loves you. Hello again, Mr. Teddy. Oh, she is so fucking sweet. I also like the way that she personifies everything. I mean, it's quite amusing. She talks to the trees and the moon and the teddy and probably the seahorse. Or, that's not a seahorse. Oh, Mr. Wooden Horse. What did it say? Are you having a good time? Back and forth. The trip of our lives. Yeehaw! Yeah, I mean, like, what is the difference between her and Philip? Like, we don't know what Philip's been through, but Fran's been through probably one of the worst things imaginable. And what is causing her to be up and about and still maintaining her curiosity and playfulness that Phil doesn't have access to right now? The gap in how they're managing to overcome this situation is significant. It's probably the most significant thing for the healing work, because there is a distinction. It's not just sort of trait difference. Like, there's something that Fran is doing, probably subconsciously right now, that's making this more manageable for her. We would want to help her identify that. I used to have a blue dress like yours. Can't play with you now. I'm on a very secret mission. Okay, what about this chair here? If I sit down, I'll eventually have to get up. So what's the point? That's a good point. To be seated or not to be seated? That's the question. She's very learned as well. Like, I don't know if she knows the source of that quote, but the fact that she knows it. Ooh, a secret box. Shh. Lost and found. Okay, can we do something with the secret box? Examine it. A wooden box. It's open. Oh, A key! This will certainly open something. Okay. A tiny little key. That's good. That's very useful. I'm glad that's just sitting around. Okay, I don't imagine that it's the key to this door. That would be quite... Yeah, the shape isn't right. Looks like it's something else. Okay, well, let's check out Phil's record. Fillmore Bronstone. The patient came to Oswald Asylum with his mother, Rachel Bronstone. The boys developed paranoid behavior. Paranoia, not yet diagnosed. Treatment. Daily treatment with Dr. Marcel Dearn. We have not achieved the patient's trust, and he refuses to be questioned. I don't know if that's paranoia. Like, I think it's pretty expected to be a little mistrusting of this place and the people in it and the scary pills and all the rest. So yeah, I don't know if that's quite the right assessment there. Does Phil have any other dialogue? No. Okay, so maybe... Already clicked on everything here. Oh, a handy hook. I'll save it to play pirate later. I love that that's her priority. A golden hook that fell from the curtains. Okay, so looks like we're gonna be finding stuff, and maybe we can like make some tools to help us get out. So I don't know what to do with the hook yet, but maybe this key. Yes, I got it. And there's something inside. So we got my hair clip. I should be able to make good use of it. Oh, maybe we can pick the lock or something. That would be ridiculous. Like, I know she's a curious little thing, but does she know how to pick locks? I would be pretty surprised. Can we combine it with the hook? No. I'm clever enough to find another solution, I think. I know that's just like flavor text here, but that's actually very good characterization. And very much a part of everything that I'm talking about here. Like, how can a person get better if they don't know what their strengths are and develop a stronger sense of self, which is absolutely what's needed after a severe trauma, especially for someone like Fran, who is a go-getter, really self-determined. Like, imagine how deeply she regrets that she wasn't able to do anything about what happened to her parents. Like, she's very perceptive. Why didn't she notice anything that was wrong? She wants to go find the killer and find her cat. Like, that's a part of her. And that probably makes the tragedy all the greater because maybe in her mind, her cleverness and curiosity failed her. So not only do those traits need to be amplified and captured, but they probably also need to be restored. She's probably upset with herself for not using them when she needed them. Looks like we also got a photo here. The family. Mom and Dad and maybe Aunt Grace, Fran, and Mr. Midnight. He's so goddamn cute. There's something about the family though that's like, I don't know, not adding up for me. Like, why is Mom's purse like filled with demon stuff? And why does Mr. Midnight want us to take the pills? Also, why is Mr. Midnight like talking to us? Is he some sort of supernatural being as well? Does he have our best intentions at heart? I don't know. I really don't. You know, this had said that she's got features of psychosis, but I mean, if there is a truly supernatural element to the game, then it's possible they're just mistaking what she says for hallucinations. Like, I have to find my cat. My cat's telling me to find him or whatever, or I saw demons. Maybe she told them it was a demon that did it. So they think she's crazy, but we don't know to what extent that's her imagination or if they are more grounded in the reality of this game. Okay, so we can't combine the hook with the hairpin. Can the hairpin itself get us out of the room? It fits, but there are two holes. I need something else. So why can't I jam the hook and the hairpin in there and get it out? I'm clever enough to find another solution. Okay, so she doesn't like that solution. Fran is a better escape artist than I am, and she's much better at puzzles, I'm sure, than I am. So, I don't know. Don't need the towels. Maybe can we like get her to let us out or something? Nurse, something happened. Say you're nothing but trouble. So fucked up. Maybe we just have to tell her that we broke the curtains. I was trying to look outside and I accidentally broke the curtains. Oh yeah, she's being all innocent. This is a trick. Accidentally. I have to fix this. Follow me. Yeah, you go inspect that. I think I'll take a look around here. Oh, I can't yet. She would go crazy if I touch anything. I better go talk to her. I want to know what she's writing. I'm curious. Okay, I guess we do have to talk to her. Damn it! Something is missing. Have you seen the hook that holds these curtains up? I've never seen a hook in my life, actually. She actually... Oh my god, I love her so much. What's a hook? Her misdirection is fucking ace. What's a hook? Well, I have to go find something to fix this, you little girl. What I see that means about Fran as well is she is quite aware of how others perceive her and can use this to her advantage. Like, she knows that she can be seen as a aloof, you know, maybe even crazy little imaginative girl, so lost in her own world that she doesn't even know what a hook is. Meanwhile, she's got it primed to fucking escape artist her way out of something. Okay, so she's leaving. Now we check out the desk. Fran is a genius. Ooh, what do we got here? Keep these patches to stop bleeding. I don't like that. I don't like the idea that we'll be bleeding. Ew. Doesn't like tea or coffee or whatever. And what do we have here? Violent trauma can have a great impact on children, totally changing their normal lives. Yeah, no shit. For example, children damaged by trauma can have mild to severe deficits in some abilities, such as trusting people near them, seeing the world as a safe place, making decisions, etc. Because of these effects, some traumas can lead to several symptoms of major mental illness. For example, not trusting other people or not feeling safe in the world. This can be interpreted as paranoia. So, you almost got there. Psychologists of the past. Correct. Trauma will have a severe impact on people's well-being, especially their capacity to feel safe and make decisions. But I wouldn't immediately think that not trusting people or not feeling safe is an aspect of mental illness. Those are sort of the natural consequences of having your sense of safety disrupted by a severe event. In fact, those behaviors are quite protective of oneself from repeating that same event. So, not a mental illness. Paranoia, like similar to the SRRs and GRRs, Philip not trusting Dr. Deeren is not paranoia. Like, paranoia would be he feels mistrusting of everything all the time, or in like a broad variety of contexts. The thing is we saw him, he's quite trustworthy of Fran. Why? Because we're not fucking psychoanalyzing him. We're just treating him like another human, trapped in the same situation he is. And so it's not paranoia, like that's just a singular relationship of distrust. It's very concerning, though, to see this, because it reminds me of, what did it say? When did this take place? 1944. Guess what they were doing in the 1940s to people's brains, thinking that it was a solution to trauma as well? They were lobotomizing people. And, well, that sort of tells you what the thinking of the time was about what the goal of mental health treatment was. Lobotomy, those different kinds, was essentially driving something into the skull or through the eye to intentionally destroy nerve endings that supported the frontal lobe, which the consequence of was a severe reduction in presentable symptoms for things like psychosis and schizophrenia. And turns out when you jam something into someone's brain and you just do a bunch of this shit, it tends to pacify those things. Why? Because it basically ruins their mind forever. So effective, but not at all caring about the consequences on the person's quality of life, their personality, or any other part of their psyche that is completely lost or damaged in that process. And that is the great tragedy of the history of psychology and its connection to the medical world, is that during this time, that was considered scientific. Like, it won a fucking Nobel Prize for its effectiveness at dealing with severe trauma, which is just crazy to think about. The goal was mostly just to remove symptomology at the expense of anything else. There wasn't a holistic, humanistic approach to understanding the entire person in context, and the emphasis was on how do we extract those negative symptoms rather than identifying and developing positive symptomology, like what I was talking about. Looks like we got a letter. Okay, this is kind of typical clinician handwriting, which my handwriting is similar, so maybe I can read it. Gladys something on Fran. Patient behavior description. The patient has been sleeping almost all the time. She only wakes up to drink water, but I don't think she remembers that. After drinking, she goes to sleep again. She hasn't been social for 3 days now. Some kids have come around and asked about her and when she would come out and play. Okay, so we've got other friends here. That's good to know. Duotine. And some letters. Okay. So there are other kids here, and they're kind of checking in on us. That's a good sign. What have we got in this drawer? I think this is where the medicine is, but it's locked. Oh. Okay. I bet Mr. Midnight is happy that we found our drugs. And what else we got? Oh my god! What the fuck? There's just a gun. Why would the nurse have this? She wants to kill us all. That's a reasonable assumption, really, Fran. I'll leave it as it was. I really need to get out of this place. Well... oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's treating everybody like they're a danger when they're most likely not. Oh, that's so fucked up. Okay, let's see if we can get into... My pills are inside, I know it. I have to crack the code. Okay. Hide. I saw a nurse carrying a box like this. Oh, maybe that's... Was that what was on here? Duotine. 056 8 page. Okay, so it's just like numbers and letters corresponding. I'm glad that the puzzles are like kind of simple. Because, well, a child should be able to solve them, and my puzzle solving abilities are at that level. Okay, so H-I-J 9 B-C-D. I'm a genius for a child. The pills. Kitty told me these would help. Okay, so I guess we got our pills. I'm very nervous about taking them again. I mean, it literally caused us to collapse last time, and we don't really have anyone around us right now. I guess this is why they advised viewer discretion when they started this game. Because the golden path presented by the narrative is to take something that, as of now, we have only seen do something horrific to our protagonist. That even the complex immorality of this place was able to recognize, like, I probably shouldn't have those. Well, I guess we have to take them. I'm coming, Mr. What the fuck is... Oh my god, it's... Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh my god, okay. Fran's reaction, though, is mostly just sort of... What does she think about? Okay. I actually need a drink of water. Okay. We have to find Mr. Midnight. I'll do anything to get to him. God. Oh, hello, Miss Nurse. Are you all right? Huh? So she's not, like, really reacting to it in a stressed way, you know? Get out, creepy creature. What are you? Huh? Tell me. You like to see me sad? Okay, so she's like... she's handling this pretty well, better than I am, to be honest. You got a little blood on your mouth. Are you okay? My mommy also had blood in her mouth. She looked sad. Oh. Oh my god. So part of this is probably just the childish simplicity with which she recognizes some things, or maybe it is an aspect of how she's coping with it. It's hard to say. Oh my god, this place is making me sick. Okay, then nothing new outside. Something on the ground. Excuse me, nurse lady. This might be very useful. Oh, it's... Can I use that with the hook? Small and sharp. No. Oh. Fantastic. My very own special key. Okay, so this is now... Negative. I want to know what the hook is for. I'm very excited about the hook's potential. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Can I, like... Okay. So that is like a way that we can explore like another aspect of these places. What the fuck is going on? Mr. Midnight said that these are... These are gonna show us where he is. Oh, why? Mr. Midnight, I don't know. Can I trust that he has the right thing in mind for me if it's gonna cause me... I mean... Like, she is definitely shocked. She recognizes how horrific this is. But once she moves around... Same old Fran. So if she can fucking deal with this, then I think all of us can as well. Oh my god, it's so horrific, though. Oh, are you sleeping, sweet bunny? Bunny, wake up! Please, bunny. Just wake up. Oh my god, she's so adorable. Oh. What's going on out here? Oh, is that my head? Give me my head back, please. Just go away, you weird creatures. Okay, I have to say, her reaction to these things, it does maintain a little bit of that playfulness, because otherwise it's really quite gruesome and horrifying. Once again, I come back to that very essential question. How is she managing to overcome the difficulty of stepping into some sort of gruesome, bloody nightmare world? One, so that I can learn to tolerate this as well, but I would say that there is some hidden GRRs at work, because she is able to tolerate the distress of that. I don't know, quite quickly or quite easily so far? Well, Unfortunately, it also seems to open new pathways for us. So we have to spend a little more time here. It does look like the clown's gone, though. Where did the clown go? I hope he's not around here. Looks like he escaped from the painting. Okay. Who did it? And it was not me. Who wrote that stuff? It's very curious. They don't think that she did it, do they? Like the doctors? Is that maybe why they think she has, like, psychotic features? That they think she killed her parents or something? Oh. Oh my god, I want to spend as little time here as possible. Blood. And then there's the top hat guy, who's in Mom's purse for some reason. Find him. Find Mr. Midnight! Maybe Mr. Midnight is from this world. Okay, let's go down the creepy blood basement. Oh. No, absolutely not. You can't tell her that. But she has to know. You can't keep me away from her. Oh, Aunt Grace is trying to rescue us. The reason is more than clear, Grace. No, it's not. I want to take her home now. You can't. Fran's mental condition isn't stable yet. You don't understand her. She's a very special girl. Oh my god. The doctor has no soul. I'm going home tonight. What's the fox doing here? Oh no, Foxy Fox, don't cry. Use my hand as a tissue. Would you like a hug? Why are you so sad? Oh my god, she is so... It's kind of curious that there's so many animals. Like dead animals? Like, what's going on there? There's a lot of symbolism. And I'm not really the person to claim to be an expert in that. It's very interesting, though, the art style and the... yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so... They're not letting us leave. Whatever they're seeing from us, like... I don't see why having visions of my trauma would be, like, enough to keep me in an asylum. Even for 1944's standard, that's pretty narrow. Like, no shit, we're having visions of the worst thing that ever happened to us. I guess maybe it's that we're, like, seeing demons. What about... Oh, I hate that I'm gonna have to, like, re-inspect every scene under the effects of duotine. I just have to prepare myself for it every time. Oh my god! What happened to Philip? Why are you looking at me like that? You terrify me. What is that black thing sitting next to you? He's telling you things. Can you hear it? What is that? Phil is playing with his uncle, and the uncle is mad. Mad. Phil is crying. Oh, poor Phil. Do you see? You killed the bird. Your mommy's not happy. Uncle will die. Uncle is mad. What the hell? I don't quite understand. You can see. So... So... The duotine, like, shows us... I don't know. It shows us a lot, but... It's like the specter of trauma that's haunting Phil, and like at its darkest level, how it's affecting him. I think it's significant that like he has this very expressive eyes, and then in the dual teen world, they're gone, and he's also motionless. Oh man. Oh, Phil, what did you go through? Okay. Well, I guess we should check out this gentleman in the corner. Oh, great. Oh no, your head. I'll try to put your head back on. Fuck. I'm sorry I can't help you, Mr. Deer. Yeah, me too. She seems so disappointed that she wasn't able to help the deer. I think one of her greatest assets, though, is just how much empathy she has. And she's got her own reaction to things. Like, she said that Phil scares her or terrifies her when in the duotine world. But she's treating everything like with the same level of curiosity and openness to understand, which, you know, aside from like all the therapy and medication and stuff that you could do to help someone, is like probably mostly what someone like Phil and other kids in this place need. Just a bit more empathy. Okay, well, now we've got our key. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yes, to happiness. Ooh, interesting that she says that, because that's what it says here. I don't know if that's like, maybe it's like what Fran sees beyond the surface, or maybe she's just taking guidance from that. I don't know. It's hard to say. Whatever. Let's go out. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, what? What was that? That looked like this guy. What? This is like one of the most curious things to me. Why all this is here? That's this fucking demon, and that's the guy that we just saw, and I don't know. I can't explain it. The maze. We never get to play there. Yeah, of course there's a maze. Of course there's a maze in the scary asylum. I wish I could get lost in there. I don't know. I don't know about that, friend. What is this? Okay. The throne is empty. I didn't realize that anyone could see me. Oh, God. It's so inhumane. And, I mean, that's beyond the whole, like, we used to fucking lobotomize people because we thought that it was just important to remove their symptoms than actually heal them. This is something I don't have any sort of historical nuance for, which is like scientific practices update over time, but the inhumanity of treatment, I don't think falls in that same category. This is not a safe, comfortable, welcoming place for healing. It's a horrific nightmare place that is not only not helping the people in it, but actively making them worse. Check out this room. Okay, there's another kid. I'm already nervous about taking duotine here. Snuggle, snuggle. Old lady on your chair. And your booty will be flat. Like your face. She's so goofy. Oh, let me see. A red puppet and a serpent. A teddy bear and many other things. Okay, got some drawings on the wall. Looks like a kid running away from a monster. Or something. Real flowers. They smell so sweet. Every kid's bedroom gets a creepy clown poster. This is one of those mute clowns. I've seen so many, and they all look sad. This one's very happy, though. Good for him. This bed is very pink. Yes, it is. Get some crayons. That's mine! My crayons! Can I have it? I just like this green crayon so much. No, I won't be able to draw green then. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's true, but you have so many other colors. Yes, many colors, but you know, they don't like me drawing. Ooh. The nurses. They tie me up, and when I want to draw, I can't. Yes, they tie me up sometimes too. It hurts. When I can't draw, I hurt myself. Then comes the red milk. Look. Please cure me. Yes, and stop the red milk. I'll see what I can do. Well, I don't know if we can cure her. Sounds like maybe just another form of duotine. Like I said, you don't need like a... It's not a professional take to say you shouldn't tie up children and force them to take medicine in a scary hospital or asylum. This is, yeah, it's horrific. It's so hard for me, though, to like step away from my perspective that, okay, you see a kid drawing. It seems to help them. How could you not wonder about how this one thing that they're doing, naturally, all on their own, is helping them manage this very difficult situation and not say, let's be curious about that. How do we incorporate that more? Instead of like actively stopping them from doing it or even punishing them for it. Like, it's fucking crazy to me. What does her report say? The patient was a victim of sexual abuse by an unknown person, which almost killed her. This event has created auditory hallucinations and thought disorder. Okay, so you know that this person was sexually abused and you thought to tie them up. Treatment. Dr. Marcel Diern has become close to the patient through drawing therapy. She's making progress. Okay, that's curious. So Dr. Diern is working with her on the drawing. I mean, it's something. Are he and the nurses not on the same page, though? Like, if they're the ones stopping her from drawing, but drawing's a part of her therapy, it seems like not everyone's on the same page. Okay, well, we've had a peaceful look at this room now. Let's see it in nightmare eyes. Ah! Oh my god. Why do you look like a rag doll? What have they done to you? Please, somebody tell me something. Okay, I fucking hate the visual of that, but as a representation of a victim of abuse, it's having the intended reaction, which is horrified. Yeah, I don't think you need my interpretation. It's quite clear what they're going for. And what a sweet kid despite all that. You know, my approach to therapy and mental health, it does focus so much on these like identification of resiliency and resources in a person, because I think that that's the root of people's humanity. It's not the awful things that happened to them and just trying to make those things impact them less. I also want to see people flourish. And I don't think that happens just by reducing symptomology. I think it only happens by a person developing themselves further, learning to recognize what's great about them and using those things to survive what they've been through, but things they haven't yet. You know, I don't know if someone like this young girl and Phil and Fran can have the same kind of life that they would have had if they didn't have the trauma. I don't know that. I think that there are some things that will shape you forever in some ways. But I do know that people can still live meaningful lives and get better. And there are many ways to reach that destination, all kinds of approaches and therapy and ideas and philosophies that we're still working out. But thankfully, with the passage of time, we have discovered many that don't work, quite thoroughly removed them from the process, like lobotomies and the basic inhumane treatment of people. But there's still work to do there. Healing is complicated, no matter the environment and no matter how well-intentioned those doing the helping. And wherever the science takes us, there will be new techniques, new perspectives. The thing that I think will always be valuable, though, is that whether it's from a professional or just someone like Fran, one of the most important healing things is just being an empathetic witness. Someone who recognizes what another person has been through, doesn't ignore it, but doesn't treat them with any less humanity because of it. And so if you're ever sort of wondering what you can do as someone supporting another person going through a difficult time, know that being an empathetic witness to someone else is by itself significant. And it's something I think Fran does a very good job of from what we've seen so far. Well, friends, I think this is where we're going to pause this first episode. There's so much to unpack. We are just at the very beginning of the game, but I think this one's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. As always, thank you for recommending it. It is a fascinating piece of art. And like Fran, I'm very curious to see where we go from here. As always, be good to yourselves. And I'll see you for the next one. Take care, everybody.